Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Essence, and in this video I am going to be talking about the time that I vacationed in Miami, Florida. I stayed at the Versace mansion, and it was all handled and paid for by the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So as you guys know, when I was 17, I was diagnosed with leukemia. If you have not already seen, I posted a whole bunch of videos about that, talking about my experience, showing some clips from back then. So if you go down on my YouTube channel, you will see all those videos and get caught up to date with my health now and all that stuff. But this video is specifically just about my Make-A-Wish trip and how amazing it was, guys. It was seriously amazing. I know the Versace mansion is not called that anymore. That's just what I always called it. Because of course that's what it used to be called, but I'm gonna tell you guys the name right now. So the name of it now is the Villa Casa Casuarina so the Villa Casa Casuarina. So yeah, it was formerly named the Versace Mansion, and I'm sure you guys have heard of it. I'm sure you guys have seen it. It was a very historical place because, you know, so many things happened there. That's where Versace himself lived. And the wonderful thing about the trip is I actually got to stay in his suite, his actual room. It was so cool, guys. So first of all, if you guys don't know what the Make-A-Wish Foundation is, it is a foundation that grants wishes to people who were diagnosed with like a very like bad disease like cancer, or like they don't even only grant it to people who have cancer. They actually also grant it to like other people who have other illnesses as well. I'm not sure what's all of their illnesses that they do Make-A-Wishes to, but I was able, I qualified for a Make-A-Wish because I was above 3 years old and under 18 years old by the time I got diagnosed. So they only granted to like kids, teenagers. Unfortunately, they do not grant it to adults. So if you were diagnosed at 18, unfortunately you cannot have a wish by them. But I was 17 at the time, so thankfully I just made it, just had cancer to get the wish. Yeah. So I just made it and I was able to get a wish. So the whole process is actually long, but it's actually super easy. I remember when I actually first got diagnosed, and me and my friends were walking through the hallways, and there was a paper on the wall that said it. It was Make-A-Wish Foundation, etc., etc. And I remember my friend was like, "Oh girl, look, yeah, so cool, you can do a Make-A-Wish." And but at the time, I just got diagnosed, so I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just yeah. But when I felt better and everything like that, I wanted a wish. So I remember when I was doing treatment, a couple people who worked for Make-A-Wish came down to the hospital to see me, and then for me to write down everything, everything that I wanted. They really have you specifically write down. There's just this hair. They have you specifically write down everything that you want, the specifics, guys, how many people you want there, for how long do you want the trip, where do you want the trip, what do you want to do on the trip, and then of course there's a lot of things of course that has to go along with that, as in they pick, you can pick what dates, what months you would like it around, but they ultimately pick the date and things like that. They pick how long, of course, but once they come see you and you tell them that you want to wish, they give you a sheet of paper that asks you a bunch of questions about your wish, because the best thing about Make-A-Wish, guys, is it is literally about you. It's what you want to the T. And the best thing about it is it's all expenses paid, so you don't have to pay a single dime, a single penny out of your pocket. They literally handle everything. Transportation, they give you spending money. It's lit. So so I was saying, it's a foundation that grants wishes to teen kids. You can't be an adult, sadly, and can't be a baby, sadly. But So yeah, I actually did my wish though, probably like a year, because of course like I can't do my wish if I'm still in the hospital. So like I had to wait like a year, like after like I was good enough to travel, because they also work with your health, of course. Like they know that you're sick, so they work with your health. You have to get clearance, of course, from your doctor. Like there was like when I was first doing treatment, like I had certain restrictions, like I could not fly and things like that. So like you have to get like the clearance from your doctor. And yeah, so I remember I went in the summer of 2018. So right when my wish was like getting near, well, like not getting near, but right when it was like being planned out so that like the date can finally be set, they told me that I could pick 3 people, and one of them had to be like a parent. So at the time I was 18, and my friends were 18 too. And I remember like I was so like upset, because I was like, why do we have to bring a parent? Like, why can't it just be me and my like 3 friends just like hanging out, blah blah blah? Like I'm like, we're 18, like we're responsible, like how come we need a parent? But they was like, oh, like I think if you're under a certain age, no, like what was it that she said? Well, basically like you just needed a parent. Like I remember speaking to her on the phone about it, because my mother wasn't able to go, my father wasn't able to go, and like I don't have a lot of like adults in my life. So when they was telling me that I may need a parent, well, I do need a parent, and then like all of the adults that I knew wasn't able to go, like I was getting nervous, because I was like, so if I can't find a parent, like we just can't go. But they was like, yeah, like you need a parent, like we don't feel comfortable with sending like teenagers away to travel, because they don't come. Like that was something I thought about too, like before like I learned everything about Make-A-Wish. Like I was like, oh, like I wonder if they come, but no, like they don't come. So they just didn't feel comfortable with sending like 18-year-olds out to travel, which is understandable. So luckily my aunt was able to go. Shout out to you, Selena, thank you. So my aunt was able to go, and so that left 2 friends. So like as you guys know, like I had a group of like 20 friends in high school that I was like super close with. Like it was like a group of us, we called ourselves the Tonys. Shout out to the Tonys. And I sadly had to pick out like only 2 people. So I picked out those 2 people. And then I remember like there was a 3rd girl who like I really wanted her, like I really wanted everybody to go, but there was this one girl specifically who I really wanted to go, mainly because of course because her and I were close, and like we loved each other, we were really good friends, etc. But mainly because like she was just in the hospital with me 24/7. Like I feel like out of everybody, like she probably just came to the hospital and like spent the most time with me. So I really did think that like everybody deserved to go, but like I really felt like she deserved to go, only because like she was really like, she basically lived in the hospital with me. Like she really just came that many times. So I was just like, I would love to be able to repay her, you know, for by doing something like this. Of course I wanted everybody to go, but sadly they can't bring all of your friends. So I remember I was speaking to the lady, because it was this one lady in particular that was like handling my wish. Like you get somebody assigned to you. It's like, and you get their number, they get yours, and like you guys can write, text, like it's just all about you. Like they help you 24/7, they answer any questions. So yeah. So I remember like speaking to her on the phone, and I'm like, oh, like may I just bring one more person, like just one more person? And then she was like, I mean, like I can see, like I can try. So like I had to wait like 2-3 days for the answer, and then she finally phoned me one day, and then she was like, yeah, they said that you could bring another person. And I was super excited, because now it was that I could bring 3 friends and then my aunt, which was the adult that I had to bring. So I was so excited about that. So I told all of my friends, we were so excited. The date was set, and guys, they sent me the most cutest like folder. Like they mailed me like the cutest folder to my home. And I'm gonna see if I still have the picture, but I do not think I still have the picture, and I don't have the folder anymore either, because like it got wet in Miami, and then mad stuff happened to it. So I had to, and I ended up having to throw it out. But I actually do think I have the picture still. So if I have the picture, I'm gonna insert. And by the way, guys, in this video, I'm gonna be inserting pictures and videos of my whole entire trip, so you guys could see how it was. So anyways, what happened after that? Oh yeah, so after she told me that my friend could go, and then she said I was speaking about the folder. I'm so sorry, guys, I'll be getting sidetracked. They sent me the cutest folder to my house, like about the trip, and like inside it was like pictures. Like I remember the cover was like Essence's Make-A-Wish trip to the Versace mansion, because my wish was I wanted to go and stay at the Versace mansion, and I wanted to do like a photo shoot there, because back then, like, and even now it's still too, like I really wanted and still want to be a model. So like I wanted to just take like a bomb photo shoot at the Versace mansion. And at that time, of course, like I was only 18 and I didn't really know anything about travel. Like I feel like if it was now, of course, like I would pick to go to like Peru or something like that. But at the time, a trip to Miami at the Versace mansion was lit. And as you guys know, like not many people stay at the Versace mansion because it's expensive. Like only like rich people and like famous people stay there. Like I've only really heard of like Justin Bieber staying there, like Kim Kardashian staying there, like you know, guys, the wealthy, the rich people stay there. But that was my trip at the that was my pick at the time, and I do not regret it at all. I'm so happy I stayed there. It was an amazing trip. So the day of the trip comes, and guys, it was amazing. So first of all, they scheduled a limo to pick us up. So my aunt lived in Staten Island, and me and all of my friends lived in the Bronx. So they actually sent they sent me and my friends a limo. So like all of my friends had to meet up at my house. So that's what happened. It was like early in the morning, like 6 a.m. I'll insert a photo. And like all of my friends met me at my house. There was a limo there waiting for us. And then they sent my aunt a van, like to come pick her up at her house, to take her to the airport, and a limo to take us to the airport. So the limo ride was so cool. Wasn't my first, I do think that was my first time. Well, probably not my first time in a limo, but my first time riding. Yeah. It wasn't my first time in a limo, because like I've gone in and sat in a limo before, but I've never like driven in a limo before. So that was my first time like driving in a limo. The limo was so cool. We were playing music, we were dancing. It was so much fun. We were so excited. And yeah, like it was just a really good time. And then so we ended up getting to the airport. My aunt also got to the airport. And then I remember like it was my first time ever flying anywhere. Like I've never been on a plane before. That was about to be my first time in a plane. Never been to an airport, so I was kind of like following my friend's lead of like where to go, how to check in our bags. Like I remember before we flew, I was like trying to figure out like what can and can't you bring, because you can't bring over a certain amount of like liquid like on the plane and things like that. So like I was just like trying to figure out like everything that you can and cannot bring. It was a little confusing, but like my friends helped me because they all flown before. My aunt flown before. I was the only person who'd never flown before. So and I actually wasn't nervous. Like I was a little nervous, but like not like, actually I'm lying. I definitely was nervous, because I remember sitting on the plane and I was just like, are we flying yet? Are we flying yet?
What? Are we in the sky? I don't know.
Like I was nervous, not scared, but like I was like nervous. Like I just wanted to see how it felt. Like I've never flown a plane, so I just wanted to see how like it feels like to go up in the sky and fly. Like, so anyways though, oh yeah, so the Make-A-Wish people also gave us like spending money to spend over there. They paid for the limos to pick us up, gave us spending money, paid for the hotel, paid for the suites. Yeah, they paid for every single thing. the flights, everything. So the flight was cool. Like I ended up sitting in the middle. Like I was gonna sit next to the window, but like when I actually got on the plane and I was looking out the window, that like frightened me. So I was like, okay, like I'm gonna just sit here in the middle. So my aunt was sitting next to the window. I was in the middle. My friend was next to me, and then my two other friends were like across from us. Cool plane ride from New York to Miami is real short, like what, like 2 hours or something like that. So yeah, we land, we get our bags, and somebody standing there with my name saying like make a wish, and there's another limo waiting for us. So me, my three friends, and my aunt, we all get in the limo. It's cool, it's nice. The ride through Miami was just like so nice, because literally, guys, at that point in my life, I've never went anywhere besides the Bronx, New York. Never been anywhere at all. So I've never been to Miami, so that was really cool. We pull up to the Versace mansion, and it is just big and beautiful with gates, and oh my god. So we walk up to the mansion, and we check in. The people are super sweet. We check in, it all goes well. And then, so the Make-A-Wish Foundation gave us 2 rooms. They gave me like the his actual suite. So I'm gonna insert videos and pictures of how beautiful this suite was. Okay guys, so welcome to my suite in the Versace mansion. This is my living room. And then this is my bedroom with my lovely aunt, Selena. And this is our bed. Fit for like 80 people.
Yes. Breakfast served 24 hours a day.
We have a beautiful balcony and the pool. Yes, this view is so amazing. So beautiful, so beautiful. Okay, showing you guys the rest of my suite. This is our bathroom. Bathroom, shower. Hey. Okay, mommy, here's our suite. We got the Venus suite. This is how it looks. Let me go back. This is how it looks. This is the whole entire mansion. Like, this is the first floor. And that's the rooftop up there. My friends are at the second floor over there. You see the hallways. So it was like, oh guys, I wish I can rewind back to that day, because just being in his suite, like I felt so wealthy. I felt so rich. I felt so classy. Like it was just like the feel of the mansion just makes you feel like, you know, like I'm on the top of the world. Like I'm all that right now. Like I'm in the Versace mansion. Like it was really like you just felt rich. Like it was a rich feeling. That's the way that I can explain it. You felt rich. So so they gave us 2 suites. The Versace suite, that was my suite, and then they gave us like a smaller suite. So like the smaller suite was for my aunt, and then the Versace suite was for me and my friends, but we ended up doing like me and my aunt in the Versace suite, and then my 3 friends in the other room. We did it like that because my aunt wanted to sleep with me, but like now that I think about it, I definitely would have done it the other way around, because I feel like I didn't get to spend a lot of time with my friends like in the actual hotel. Like we hung out, of course, like outside, and like when we would go to each other's rooms, but I feel like I missed out a lot kind of on like not like sleeping with them like in the same room, because my aunt and I, like we would end up just like falling asleep, but like I bet they were like up until like 4 a.m. Yeah, things like that. But yeah, it's all cool. I still love sharing a room with her. She's super nice, super sweet. So yeah. So then we're exploring the rooms. Eventually when I'm done exploring my room, I go downstairs to, or was it upstairs? I think they were actually upstairs for me. So I go upstairs to see their room. Their room is super cute too. Like, it's a small room, but it's still like a beautiful room. Like, the whole hotel was just wonderful. And then like we just started exploring the whole mansion. We were the only people staying there. Nobody else was there. We were the only people staying there. So we literally had the whole mansion to ourselves. So we were exploring. Eventually we went outside, got something to eat, made a few stops, like to like the liquor store and like things like that. And yeah, so we went back to the hotel. We were like drinking, partying in the pool, blasting music. It was such a good time, guys. And then yeah, so let me look in my book. So oh, it's right here. Let me look at my book so I can just make sure that I'm going in order. Of course, you guys know I have to write down notes to, you know, say everything that happened. So yeah. Oh my God. So we only stood there for like 3 or 4 days. So I asked, can we stay there for 2 weeks? But as I told you guys, they picked the amount of time, they picked the days. And I'm sure like they probably like, if they would have let us stay there for 2 weeks, like they probably would have like been like broke, because staying at the Versace, and especially the suite I was staying in, because it's his actual room. So yeah, they probably would have ran out of money because that's expensive. But anyways though, so this trip we actually didn't do many excursions. The only thing we did was we went on like a boat and we went snorkeling. And I remember because something else at the Make-A-Wish Foundation also like allowed me to pick like excursions to do. So like I only picked 2 excursions. I wanted to go on like a lake swamp tour, and then I wanted to go snorkeling. So I remember while we were walking like around Miami, just like looking for like just like exploring, I remember we met these like 2 guys. One of these guys was interested in my friend, and the other guy was just like there, and they was like inviting us like out later that night, or like maybe it was the next night or something. Like, oh no, it was definitely that night. And then we were like, okay, but like we aren't of age, you know. And he was like, oh no, it's okay, I got you guys. So we're like, okay, like we want to party, like we want to explore Miami, because like we were right on South Beach, and like if you've ever been to Miami, you know that that whole entire strip is lit. They have restaurant after restaurant, bar after bar, club after club. But at the time we were only 18, so we didn't get to explore that side of Miami. Miami is definitely lit, but it's really lit if you're of age, because like I am 23 now, so I know like if I were to go now, I would have a totally different experience, because I'm able to do like certain more things, because Miami is literally like a party vibe. Like it's for partying and like beaches. So we didn't really get to do any of like the party scene, because yeah. But surprisingly though, like when you're at a restaurant, they don't really ask for ID, but for the clubs they definitely do. So yeah, so I do remember us meeting up with him like later on that night. Like we took a cab to the club. I'm gonna insert pictures and videos and stuff. So in the club, it was nice. We did have to pay the doorman like $20 a piece or something like that. And like it was actually a lit club. It was nice. We were dancing, the music was good, we were having fun, we were meeting a bunch of people. I remember we was gonna have like a party the next day at the Versace mansion. So we let people know who we met, like, oh, like we're having a party tomorrow, blah blah blah. Because as I said, guys, like we had the whole hotel to ourselves, we had the whole pool to ourselves, so we wanted to have a party. So we told people like, hey, we're gonna have a party tomorrow, come through. And they were like, sure, okay. So the next day was when we had that like boat tour that went into snorkeling. And I remember that we were all just so like tired from the night before. So I remember we woke up in like the final like 15 minutes because like we had to meet the bus that was outside that was picking us up. So I remember we woke up like because we got home super late from the club. So we woke up at like the last like 15 minutes. We hurried up, and thankfully we managed to get on the bus while they was like actually about to leave us. And like we like slept on the bus like the whole time. It was a long bus ride. And then when we were on the actual boat, like we were all just still super tired and just still lit from the night before. So it was like an okay excursion. It would have been better, of course, if we were like not so like tired and just like lit from the night before. But I remember going in the water to snorkel, and then me and my friend ended up getting like sent all the way like back in the ocean because the waves were just like pushing us back. So eventually like we were all the way like just far out, and none of us could really swim. So, and I definitely cannot swim. Like I'm probably the worst swimmer not knowing how to swim, but like out of everybody not knowing how to swim, I didn't know how to swim the most. So I remember like one of the lifeguards had to come and get me. It was so embarrassing. And then I even remember like one of the other lifeguards, like when I got back to the boat, like he was like, why would you go that far? And then I was like, you need to relax, because it was obviously by accident. Like I know I can't swim. I didn't want to go that far, so chill. But anyways though, so that was cool. And then I remember it took hours to get there and it took hours to get back. So while we was heading back, like we were just all super tired. So we just told the people, we were just like, hey, like we're not gonna have this party anymore because we're just all tired. Like we just want to chill. And I remember this like boy that we had invited ended up getting like super upset at us, claiming that he could come to the hotel if he wanted to, blah blah. And then I was just like, okay, well, like, you're not gonna come in and say that you're my guest because I'm telling you no. So like he was upset, guys. He was upset that I guess like we didn't want to have the party anymore, and I guess he never been inside the mansion, so like he got butthurt that we were saying no, but sorry. Anyways, guys, so the next day comes my actual photo shoot. Yes, so I'm gonna post a lot of pictures of this. So the photo shoot was cool. It was early in the morning, so I had to get up. My aunt or my friends were not there because they were still sleeping, but I had to get up, take a shower, go to hair and makeup. So like we planned everything out. They told me like where to go, like what room to go to, blah blah. They bought me breakfast. It was the first time I ever tried eggs Benedict, and it got me hooked. It was so good. So that was like breakfast from the hotel too. So it was like eggs Benedict and like home fries with like some orange juice. It was super good. They was doing my hair, my makeup. They was showing me like all of the outfits that I had to wear. So yeah, and then we go out, we do the photo shoot first in the pool area. So those photos came out so beautiful. I do wish that I did my hair differently. I feel like I had my hair in like these crochet twists, which were like puffy, like big, like twist. So I did wish that I would have picked like a thinner hairstyle, but it's okay. So yeah, we were doing it in the pool area. I had to change clothes a lot, like it was like an actual photo shoot. Like they had the lights, they had the photographers, they had everything, from necklaces to earrings, rings, jewelry, heels, shoes, bathing suits, what's it called, like bathing suit, what's that called, I forgot the name of it right now, like a kimono, like that, dresses, and like I said, heels. Like it was so beautiful. And then after the pool part, we went up to my room, my suite, and started taking the most beautiful photos there, because in the pool photo shoot we were obviously taking like photos in bathing suits and things like that. So when we went to my room, we switched into actual dresses and heels and all of that stuff. So pretty. We were taking pictures in my living room, in the bedroom, in the bathroom. Like, oh guys, the photos just came out amazing. And I was all dripped out in Versace. It was Versace everything. Versace shoes, Versace jewelry, Versace clothes, Versace everything. And then afterwards we took pictures. And did we go? Oh yes, we definitely went down to my friend's room. They were out by then. They were at the beach and started taking pictures there as well. So I think that the photo shoot went amazing. I thanked Make-A-Wish because it was really like everything that I wanted. I do wish that I was a couple pounds lighter and my hair was different, but I still love the photos. I will always cherish the photos. And yeah, afterwards they brought me lunch too, like some sandwiches and fries. It was super good. And what happened after that? Oh, and then after that we all took a group photo on the stairs. Insert picture here. And yeah, after that they all left. They gave me some parting gifts, like they gave me some perfume, and they gave me one of the bathing suits. Oh, and they gave me a bag too. I love you, Make-A-Wish. It was just like, even when I'm reminiscing about it right now, like it was literally amazing. Like I literally had nothing at all to complain about. Like the people in the hotel were super sweet. They left us alone. They let us do us. We had the whole entire mansion to ourselves, so we could make as much noise as we want. We could hang out, bring people back to hang out. Like it was literally the best thing ever. The pool was always to ourselves. I remember at that time, like my friend had the camera, the new iPhone that could go underwater, and we kept on testing it. Like we had brought like a few people back to the hotel like the last day, and he was like taking like the video of us. Like we kept on trying like to see how it is, like how it worked. I'm gonna insert the video. It was so cool. And then sadly that day we had to go. So after like we were having fun in the pool, like we got the phone call saying that the limo was there. So we packed up all our things and then we left. Like I remember like literally waking up every day, because like we were only there for like 3 or 4 days, but like I literally remember waking up every day and just saying to myself like, wow, like this is wonderful. Like Make-A-Wish, you are lit for this, like paying for every single thing, us not like even giving us spending money, having limos pick us up left and right. Like every ride was a limo. Like we got treated like queens. Like it was literally like we were rich for those couple days, because as I said, like you rarely ever see regular people like staying in the Versace mansion, and especially not for free. So the fact that we got to stay for absolutely free, I did that wonderful photo shoot. The mansion is just elegant and it's beautiful. It's definitely not huge. Like it's not like a huge mansion. Like I've been in like huge hotels, so it isn't like a huge mansion. Like it's like a really nice, cute, personal one. But it was so lit. The flight back was good too. Nothing to complain about. Just nothing to complain about at all. So yeah, guys, that's my video about that's my story about the time that I stayed in the Versace mansion and my whole Make-A-Wish trip. Again, I want to thank the Make-A-Wish Foundation for making my wish come true. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wish. And a couple things about my wish I did leave out because I'm not allowed to talk about it. But I wish I could tell you guys about something that like happened like before my wish that I was able to do. But unfortunately, like I can't talk about it. But like I just told you guys, so like you can know that there was even more that they did for me. But like I'm just not allowed to talk about it. For reasons that I'm not allowed to talk about again. But yeah, like they literally did a lot for me. If you know anybody who is like severely sick, recommend the Make-A-Wish Foundation to them, because hands down, they're the best. Thank you for watching my video, guys. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you could get notified whenever I make new videos. And please comment, interact with me, tell me things that you like, that you don't like, new video suggestions for me, whatever you guys want to say. I reply back to everything. And yeah, thank you for watching my video. Have a wonderful night, guys, because it is nighttime at this point. Have a wonderful night and stay safe, healthy, and blessed. Bye.